Hello, H.O.C players. We are now going to get into our press break. So let's go over some important keys with our press break. First, let's keep in mind the whole point of a team pressing is to apply pressure. So as the offensive team, we want to relieve that pressure by breaking the press. So let's go over some key points. The first thing, if we receive the ball, let's make sure we're in a triple threat position and not catching to instantly go and dribble. That's what the defense wants. 2, let's make sure we have ball fakes. We don't want to stare down our teammate and make him pass and give that defense an opportunity to jump that pass. 3, let's go bounce pass. Anytime we're looking to make a pass, let's not make it a chest pass or a pass in the air unless we have to. However, I prefer you guys 90% of the time to give a bounce pass. Another important thing is staying composed. We want to stay composed the entire time. We don't want to rush. At any given time, that defense wants to speed you up so you can mishandle the basketball, make a bad mistake so they can get a turnover and lead to some easy points. Now, we only dribble if we have to. If we do not have to dribble, we take no dribbles. But if you're in a position where you have to take a dribble, dribble. Now, I will also say in the press break, when we first catch the ball, we should not be dribbling because the moment we pick it up, that defense may try to trap us strictly because they know we can't dribble the basketball again. So anytime we catch the ball, we want to make sure that we're in a triple threat position. So a couple other key points. Getting the ball to the middle of the floor. We have to know that the defense wants to trap us in these areas here. This is the trap area. Here and here. The entire sideline, the corners, and also the corners here. Trap, trap, trap. This is all trap, trap, and trap. If they get us here, which is a great place to trap, we can't go backwards because we didn't pass the half court line. We have to stay away from these areas as much as possible. Now, I know in a game there's times where we may have to go down the sideline, but the key is to get back to the middle of the floor quickly as possible. So the guy that inbounds the ball has to be a ball handler and a guy that makes good decisions. Of course, these two guys here have to be good ball handlers. The man in the middle have to have great hands and ability to turn and rotate his hips so he can reverse the basketball. So now, the 5-man, he is always rotating ball side. So for example, if the ball comes in here, he is rotating ball side. The middle man is always finding an empty spot, meaning sitting in between the gaps of a defender. If this isn't a defender standing right next to him, he doesn't want to stay there. Find an open gap in space where the defender is not, right? On defense, a lot of times, these guys got to stay loyal to their principles of their zone press unless they're in the man-to-man. If we get the ball inside, soon as we pass it, inbounder comes in. If we have to, we will reverse the basketball to the opposite side, all being done with ball fakes and bounce passes. But the key is to get the ball to the middle of the floor. This man slides over. If we get the ball to the middle of the floor, we protect this ball close to our body, and the moment we catch it from here, we are turning and reversing the ball to the opposite side, and now we have a 3-on-1 or 3-on-2 concept happening down the other end of the floor. Again, when we run our press break, your ability to stay composed are going to be your main keys. Ball fakes, bounce passes, triple threat, and only dribble when you have to are so important when we're talking about press breaking. Now, back to our setup. So if we swing the ball here, remember, triple threat, ball fake, bounce passes. The first place we're looking to get this basketball is to the middle of the floor. He rotates over. If we get it to the middle of the floor, we always reverse it to the opposite side. If we don't have that man in the middle open, then we reverse it back here and advance it here, constantly moving the ball forward, but under control and composed. These keys are very important. Very important. Now, really quick, if a team comes out in a diamond concept, and we're going over this diamond concept because majority of these teams run a diamond look. They come out in a diamond. The easiest way to break this press is flashing your man down the middle. If we flash him down the middle and get the ball inside, it's going to be pretty tough to try to trap the ball in the middle of the floor. This man may try to come up, however, somebody else has to commit, and whoever commits, we just pass it to that side. After making that pass, we still stay in our rotations. That middle man still has to be in the middle the entire time, swinging and reversing the ball as all 5 players or 4 players in the half court bring the ball down. And this is our H.O.C. press break.